story. Philadelphia is burning. I wish Wendy was in here because this is where she lives.
They mad? Are they rioting?
It's rioting and all kind of stuff going on. Yeah, they have to have
whenever
police.
they acquit officers who we've seen with our own eyes have done wrong.
Okay,
it's the whole Rodney thing again.
A judge dismissed a case against a former Philadelphia police officer who had been charged with the M word in connection to the death of Eddie Irizarry. I hope I'm saying his name right. Mark Dial had been charged earlier this month with the M word, voluntarily taking this boy's life, aggravated assault, and possessing an instrument of crime, simple assault, reckless endangerment, and another person official oppression in the August 14th shooting. Judge Wendy Pugh dismissed the case during a preliminary hearing on Tuesday, citing lack of evidence, court records show. Originally, police said that the 27-year-old was outside the car and he was killed after lunging at the police with a knife. But 2 days later, the department acknowledged that he was shot while inside the car. And announcing the charges, the Philadelphia District Attorney, Larry Krasner, released footage from the body cam showing the second officer who was at the scene, warning the video will in some ways be traumatic. Well, I'm not going to show it. The Philadelphia District Attorney Office said it disagrees with the judge's decisions. The office has since refiled criminal complaint against Dial on all charges. The Court of Common Plea was scheduled a hearing on motion for October 25th. Now, the footage shows Dial getting out of his cruiser, that's the police officer, and approaching this young guy in his car with his gun drawn. You know how they always are, ready to shoot. He said, "I will effing shoot you," he says, before firing into the front driver's seat where the guy was seated. Prior to the shots being fired, an officer can be heard yelling at Irizarry to show his hands. Dial fired 6 shots at close range. Brian, one of the Dial's attorneys, said they were elated at the judge's decision and said the officer was acting in self-defense. "We have said from the very beginning that this is a tragedy, not a crime," he told reporters while leaving the courthouse on Tuesday. So, basically, just to sum it up, let me tell you what it showed.
Self-defense.
Actually,
did he think the car was going to run him over like he did that, like they did that black girl that was in?
No. Let me see if I have.
Oh, the video. We have it.
Hold on.
Keyed up.
Philadelphia, a judge dismissing all charges against a police officer who fatally shot a driver during a traffic stop. There were cheers in the courtroom and cries from that driver's family. ABC's Stephanie Ramos in Philadelphia tonight.
Tonight, a stunning turn in the case against Philadelphia police officer Mark.
Now, where in that video did you see him getting out the car and lunging towards the police? You didn't see that, did you?
No.
Where in that video was his window down? His window was up.
Right.
So even if he had a knife, what is he going to do with a knife with the window rolled up?
Thank you.
And the door closed.
He didn't show any kind of threat.
All right, here we go.
Dial, who was facing a murder charge for killing 27-year-old Eddie Irizarry last month. The judge dismissing the case at a preliminary hearing today, citing a lack of evidence.
How can it be lack of evidence? The evidence is there in your face.
The evidence included police body camera videos and this security video that shows Officer Dial and his partner pull Irizarry over for driving erratically. Officer Dial firing 6 shots within 7 seconds of encountering Irizarry. The defense argued the videos show Officer Dial retreating as he was shooting, his partner yelling, "He's got a gun."
Now, not only is he a weak police officer, there's a lot of good police officers. This guy is a horrible police officer.
He don't need to be in this type of
He doesn't need to be a police officer.
And the way he was running away.
He thinking somebody shooting at him. And he didn't laid him out 6 shots and he dying in the front seat.
You think he like...
You're shooting... Who you think is shooting at you? Yourself?
He think he like 50 Cent, where 50 Cent took how many shots and was still not dead? Is he thinking that? I took how many shots and he could still come at me.
First of all, you know why they pulled him over? You know how this all started?
Traffic violation.
He was going down the wrong way on the street.
So he misled. I've done that a few times.
But why would you get out with your...
it was a one-way street.
Why would you get out like that over that? You're not chasing somebody who just off somebody.
That
you escalated that.
Time. I thought
that's a traffic stop.
One of the main things that I thought they were taught in school is to de-escalate. So if no movement is coming out the car, he's not already a threat to you. So how is a threat? What judge did this?
I just read it.
What judge did this? Please keep.
All right,
it's got to go higher court.
Irizarry did not have a gun, but he did have a knife by his side.
Hearing gun, seeing gun, he fired. Like I said, it's heartbreaking. It's a tragedy, but not a crime.
Did you hear what this lawyer just said? Hearing gun, seeing gun. Where did he hear a gun?
The only shooting.
Where did he see a gun?
The only shooting and holding a gun
was the police
officers. What is wrong with them?
All right, here we go.
This is truly not a good one.
The judge dismissing all charges despite police initially claiming Irizarry was shot outside his car after he, quote, lunged at police, changing their story after the videos clearly showed Irizarry.
Now, just for the sake of argument, because I'm not against police. Let's just go with what they said.
I'm against police that lie.
I know, but let's just go with what they said. Even if I went with what they said, right? Mm-hmm. He thought it was a gun.
Okay.
All right. Whatever. It was a knife. He thought it was a gun. Whatever. Mm-hmm. Even though the window's down. Whatever. I mean, up. Whatever.
He said he was holding it?
When you say that he got out of the car and lunged at you, you are a liar.
So
any judge who read that statement and then said they recanted because they saw video showing they couldn't say that, why would the judge throw that out?
But remember we said, you guys, with the whole voting thing, we're not just voting for our president.
You voting for judges too.
You're voting for your local judges.
Thank you.
This is a local judge that probably should not have been voted back in.
Thank you.
Because technically, we all are seeing with our eyes. He's not using the law.
What are we looking at that she didn't look at?
Hopefully he won't be voted back in.
All right, here we go.
God.
Irizarry never left his vehicle.
Look.
David, when the judge dismissed the case, the courtroom erupted on both sides. Tonight, the DA has already appealed to reinstate the charges, and a hearing is set for next month. The Philadelphia sheriff is urging people here to stay calm after this decision. David.
Stephanie Ramos, live in Philadelphia.
All right, so and
telling people to stay calm
because they've been rioting every day.
They probably will. When we're all that's why we wanted the cameras on every police officer.
They got the cameras. It didn't do no good.
This is the reason. Well, at least it's a start.
All right.
Now we all can see with our own eyes that they clearly did not tell the truth in their report. I'm trying to figure out because I watch so much TV now, Law and Order, all those shows, Blue Bloods.
Yeah.
The problem that they have is that this must have been a judge that was friendly with the whole police force.
Probably.
Had to be. And he makes the decision, drop it or if it's worth it. Or she. It was a lady. Mm-hmm. So I'm not understanding that. And we really got to be careful with the judges that come before us with cases like this. I do understand that their decision, that they can make a decision, but you can appeal it.
My thing is, I would have gone with the judge, even though I didn't think it was a mistake, to say it was a mistake. But when they said that he got out the car and lunged towards them, they lied.
They changed their story.
So that tells me they're liars.
Yeah.
And that's it.
At least held accountable for that.
At least say, I thought that was a gun. Yeah. That was on the side of him. I didn't know that was a knife.
I didn't want to chance it when I came up to the car.
But when you say he got out the car and lunged at you, you're a liar.
Because you probably would have.
Everything you say from there, I don't believe you.
But you know what? He probably would have gotten away with that he held that gun up because it was hard to see through the window.
He would have got away if he would have said, I thought that was a gun.
That he was holding up, and I didn't want to take a chance, so I went at him.
Oh, it was a knife. Oh, my God. Or even...
No. I'm saying if the lie that they told about him getting out was definitely an overkill.
Right.
But if they would have not said he got out the car when they came up to the car.
He didn't get out the car, Mom. Oh, yeah,
I'm saying, what I was saying, Ma, is that if they probably would have gotten by with a lie or an exaggeration.
If they would have said they thought it was a gun.
I thought he had a gun while he was in the car.
Exactly.
And he could have shot me through the window.
Thank you.
And that's why I came at him with my gun.
Right.
But no, they said he got out the car.
And lunged towards them.
Don't nobody see that.
The minute you take it to the level of lying, it's over. I don't believe anything you say from that moment on. You are a liar. Yeah. That's what the judge should have said.
Credibility is lost.
Why would the judge listen to anything they say when that part is wrong?
I know.
So that judge is wrong.
And that judge should have went by the fact that they changed their story.
And that judge needs to be out. They need to get rid of that judge.
Sit that judge down.
You got to get out of here.
We can't have judges that think that way.
So not only are they going to say, we want the case to go to a higher court.
Yes.
We want that judge out of here.
Yes.
You got to go.
In the meantime,
you got to go.
As we appeal.
You're just like that 96-year-old judge that we were talking about the other day.
Well, I don't see him running.
You got to get out of here.
Is he at the car? I can't hardly tell.
All right. Justice for All says the officer walked right in front of the car. If the guy wanted to hurt the officer, he would have ran him over.
Or he could have used that one as a defense. He could have used that one. The car was still running.
I thought he was going to hit me, so I fired into the car. But to say he got that's my only, all the other stuff.
Makes you want to scream.
Everybody's looking at the knife, and I'm not looking at none of that. The minute they said he got out of the car and lunged at them, everything you say from that point on is a lie to me.
Yes.
As a judge, as a jury, I don't care if you say he had a gun. Mm-hmm. I don't care if you say he had guys coming from the street ready to punch you.
Thank you.
Anything you say after that is a lie to me.
Exactly.
And you are going to pay for it.
And they should have questioned him when in the courtroom. Did they not show that video?
That's it.
They should have shown it scene by scene.
Did. They
and
showed
the judge
it.
would say, your report says he got out.
He got out the car and lunged at you.
I don't see him getting out.
Get out of
here. Can you explain? Well, sir, we made a mistake.
No, you're like Lauren Ho-Bober. Until somebody put a camera that said you were groping the guy next to you and he was groping you. No, he wasn't. You're right here on film. Humana. There's no more. After that, I don't want to hear.
That song, It Wasn't Me.
It wasn't me. We saw you in the camera. Wasn't me.
In the back, what is it? All the places he went to with her, it wasn't me. That wasn't me.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
All right, let's move on. Something a little lighthearted. Because that made me so mad. Chloe.